Hey everybody, so today we are going to be doing this look. It's a fun smoky eye with a pink liner, a little bit of sparkle on the face. As you can see, we have some sparkle on the inner corner and a little extra sparkle with the rhinestones. Some nice fluffy lashes. I forgot to mention the lashes. Hindsight me realizing that I forgot to mention the lashes at the point in the video, so I'm going to mention them now, but they're just lashes that I got from Shein Glam. They look like this. Sorry about that, I forgot to mention that part. So yeah, if you want to know how to get this look and be as forgetful as me, just keep on watching. First, I'm going to do my eyebrows, and lately I have been using the NYX, the brow glue. It is really, really good. One of my friends had recommended it to me, and I'm so glad she did because it is honestly pretty damn amazing. So I just take that and I just brush it through. I don't do too much else other than just kind of really working it through my brows. You can go like back and forth to really get them to lay down, but mine don't really need that. Mine are super like thick and dense, so just kind of doing this is enough for me. And then I just kind of clean up the shape a little bit, not too much, because I kind of like the more feathered look. Okay. Just like that. And then I'll just do the other brow. Okay, we got that one done, and now I'm just gonna let that set a little bit, and then I just go in with my brow pencil. I have a dual-ended brow pencil, so on one end is a felt tip marker, on the other end is a pencil. And I like using the felt tip marker to just kind of like add into my eyebrow, not really like fill it in, because my eyebrow's not too bad, but I do like to give it a little bit more depth, and I feel like this does that. Oops, pulling off the wrong end. There we go. So I just take the, I think this one should be pretty good. I just take the brow pen and I just kind of hold it down at an angle. Hopefully I can do this and not have it not be in the camera. I'm trying to make sure I'm good. Okay, so let's see. I feel like my hand is gonna be in the way, but whatever. We're just gonna go up into like little hair-like strokes. Let me see. Let me shake it a little bit. Get some of the ink down there. Oops. Maybe a little too much of the ink down there. Don't tell me mine's getting a little dry. Oh no. I think mine's getting a little dry, but you know, you get the point. You get the gist. You just kind of want to, however you want to fill them in. I just like to fill mine in a little bit with the brow pen, just kind of give it hairs, but I think mine is drying out. So maybe let's switch over to the pencil side. The beauty of having a dual-ended product. And we'll just use the pencil the old school way, just kind of lightly fill it in. And then I'm just going to take a spoolie brush and I'm going to just kind of brush that out a little bit. And you might hear my husband. He is streaming because, you know, hey, we multitask around here. We have a 2-year-old son who is taking a nap right now. And so, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And you got to get done what you can get done while the baby is sleeping. So we are both doing our thing. He's streaming and I'm making this video. Okay, perfect. So now we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Now that that's set really nicely, we're just going to fill it. I usually use a pencil all the time, but you know, you try new things. Sometimes it's nice to just go back to what you know. Also, any background music you hear in my YouTube videos is done by my husband. He produces. He actually has songs on Spotify, Apple Music, and everything like that. So if you ever want to check out his catalog, I'll have his link down below. His name is Dame Smith on all social media platforms. So yeah, you can check him out, see what he's got, see if you like his music, and enjoy. All right, so that's good. Don't need to be perfect, you know, everything doesn't have to be perfect. So now I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and clean up underneath my eyebrow and then just use that as a base because we multitask around here. We use products double duty. And I'm using the, what is this? The 16-Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish by e.l.f. I did have the, was it the hydrating or whatever, the non-matte one before, and I can't really say I have a preference for them. Maybe I like the hydrating one a little bit better, but this one's not bad. I kind of like that it's matte because then my eyeshadows don't crease as much, but then sometimes I feel like my eyeshadows don't stick as well either, so it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be lazy and I'm gonna just use the applicator, but you should take a brush and like get a little bit more precise, but I'm kind of lazy, so. And then this is nice because, you know, hey man, look, if you ain't got the time, you ain't got the brushes with you, this is, I'm showing you if you have the space, you know, not everybody has the eye space to be able to, this big ass wand to, you know, put it on their eye like this. But if you do, you know, you can just go ahead and carve it out like this. Like I said, not everybody has the brushes. Maybe you forgot your concealer brush, but you really want to be able to, you know, carve out your eyebrow. Boom. The applicator isn't horrible for doing that with. It's just a little big. Won't get as crisp, but I mean, you're gonna get a good line. Trust me. I wouldn't steer you wrong. You just gotta be, you know, careful. Don't just go rushing in there, you know. All right, put some more on the lid, and then I'm just gonna blend that out before it dries down, because like I said, this is the matte one, so it will dry down. It won't stay nice and hydrating and creamy, and we don't want it to dry down looking crazy. So, yeah. Yes, I also stream on Twitch, so if you ever want to check me out on there, I will also link that below, obviously. But yeah, my name on there is Shay Cray, TTV, because, you know, I be streaming and whatnot. But yeah, you can also check me out there. I try to like make all my socials Shay Cray, Shay Crayola, you know, Shayla Crayola, something like that, so you can kind of figure out who I am across multiple social media platforms. I think the only one that hasn't changed maybe is, no, I think YouTube is now. So yeah, pretty much everything is Shayla Crayola. Even my Facebook, which I like never use. And I think my Snapchat is too, which I never am on. I have it for the filters, nothing else. There we go. See, you just blend it out, and I mean, look at that nice canvas we have to work with. So now we just repeat on the other eye. Looking fabulous. All right, so boom. It's gonna be real simple, y'all. It's gonna be a really cute little look we're gonna do. I want to make it, you know, kind of easy, not really a whole lot of like colors or any technique or anything, just something a little fun. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing, carve out my eyebrow. Yeah, I felt like, you know, getting back to like the old school tutorials. I don't know how well they do on YouTube anymore, but I know I got friends that kind of miss seeing those. So this is for them. This is for the people that like to sit down and like seeing somebody go through and do their makeup kind of tutorials, and not just like, you know, it cutting and things like that, or it always being a theme, or it being this and it being that. You know, sometimes you just want to sit and have somebody just do their makeup and talk. And not like it necessarily be a topic, you know, they just are chatting about what they're doing and then just random stuff, you know? I miss that. Okay. That's all right. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna do the same thing, blend that puppy on out with my little blending brush. This blending brush, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, is actually from e.l.f. It's a collab that they did with, have I rubbed it off? No, okay. With Nabella Nan. God, I can't see what that says. But they were giving them out for free. It was like you could pick a free gift if you spend a certain amount of money. And so like I had a couple orders that I had made from e.l.f. Maybe like a year or so ago. And I just was like, well, every time I picked a free gift, I picked a free brush, because like, why the hell not? It's a free brush. So I have like 2 of these, and then I have 2 of the same collab, but the concealer brushes. So this is what I use when I am not being lazy and I actually want to like really get a nice crisp line. I use this concealer brush, and it's the same Nabella Nan. I think I'm saying that right. Nebula. I'm sorry. Nebula. I think the last one is, I can't read the second word. It's very, very tiny, and it's in cursive. And it's in gold on pink. Like it's just not the font or the color to really be trying to read. So yeah. But yeah, I really like them. I'm glad they were, you know, giving them out, because now I got brushes. All right, I'm just gonna take whatever I have left and kind of just put it underneath my eye. Not a lot, because I am gonna put concealer on, so I don't really need to, you know, go in heavy right now. Continue blending. Don't mind the middle. I know it looks crazy, but you know, it's gonna look normal when we put the foundation on. It's just looking a little crazy right now because it's just concealer sitting across my face right now. But anyway, okay. It's looking good. It's looking good. Just, you know, play with my eyebrow. All right. So now we're gonna go in. I'm just sorry, I'm looking at my gorgeous face. But no, now we're gonna go in with this palette that I got from Shein, I think. My stepmom had given me a gift card for Mother's Day or my birthday, I'm not sure which. I think it was my birthday. So I picked this up because it was an Aquarius palette. I'm an Aquarius, so I had to buy the Aquarius palette, of course. But I'm gonna be using the black and the silvers and all that. I'm not really gonna be using the blues. So I'm just really gonna take the black and kind of smoke out my lid and a little into my crease, and then use the darker silver to kind of blend that out. And then I'm gonna be using the light silver in my inner corner. And then, you know, we're gonna do a little liner and we're gonna have some fun. So I'm gonna take a big old fluffy brush, and this is BH Cosmetics V5 brush. I don't remember when I got this brush, but I've had this brush for a while and I really, really like this brush. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and right in with the black. Dab, dab, dab. Okay. It's not it's actually, I don't think it's as pigmented as most blacks, which is actually going to be good. Because I did have to like kind of dab in there to get it out. But that's good for us because we don't really want it to be super intense. I want this like, I was gonna say diffused kind of look to the black. I don't want it to be so solid and opaque. So like this, kind of just, you know, nice little dusting of black on the eye. It doesn't even need to be super pigmented near the lash line because we're going to be putting a really pretty liner there, so you don't really want it to be dark. But yeah, this is basically it. So I'm just going to do the same thing to the other eye. Take a little bit on the brush. Just kind of go in. I told you this look was going to be like super quick, easy. You know, a no nonsense kind of look. We're not trying to do too much, just trying to do enough. A little bit more so it matches the other eye. I don't want them to be too different, you know? We need them to still look a little similar. It can be messy and, you know, still look good. And now I'm just going to clean that off. And I'm actually going to use it again to put because this is my fluffiest brush that I have. So I'm going to use that for the silver color that I'm going to put just above the black. And I'm sorry, it's the eccentric. Yes, we are eccentric. We do not shy away from that. Clearly with the hair and the way I do my makeup and a lot of the things that I do, I don't really mind being eccentric. I'm just saying. But yeah, I absolutely love this palette. It's got a lot of, you know, clearly the things that are great about us in here. Just saying. Great job to whoever made this. It's literally just a palette of just the best about Aquarius. So we're just gonna go ahead and take that and just blend it right at the line where the black is. And you'll see it look like it's not much, but it just helps to diffuse everything ever so slightly so that you get this nice gradient effect. And I'm saying for Shein Glam, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, so now we're just gonna do the same thing on this eye. Just, you know, buff that out. You know, look, man, we're not getting fancy. We're not doing cut creases. We just going back to, I don't even know what this is. This 2012? No, this has got to be before that. This is like when I was in like, no, maybe like 2012, like 2011, 2012. Yeah, this might be around the time I was doing stuff like this. Like right after I got out of high school. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have a video or like a picture somewhere where I have a look pretty similar to this on. So now, super simple. We're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna take some kind of fluffy brush. I'm gonna use this It Cosmetics fluffy brush. It is I have no idea anymore. It's their like crease brush that was in one of their mini sets. They probably still have the mini set. I wouldn't think it would be something they would get rid of because it was meant to be like a travel thing. But yes, I'm going to use this one because it's one of my favorite fluffy brushes. I absolutely love this for the crease, for the inner corner, for everything, for the bottom lash line. This is one of my most favorite fluffy brushes. And I like that I got the small version. It's nice to put in my like bags and stuff like that. I don't have to worry about it being like the full size and maybe not fitting in the makeup bag and all that. So I'm going to take Independent, which is the sparkly silver right here at the bottom. Going to take that, and we're just going to swirl that on our brush, and then literally I'm just going to kind of like squint and just rub it in my inner corner like this. And then that way I get this gorgeous like shimmery inner corner really easily. This is what I always do. I don't really try to like be too precise with the placement, especially with a look like this where I'm trying to go like simple but have a little sparkle. It doesn't really need to be perfect. Like I don't need to just keep it to the inner corner. I can kind of, you know, throw it around a little bit. We trying to get a sparkly up in here. Ooh. Ah, okay. So yeah, we're just gonna I think that's the equal amount of sparkle and shine on both eyes. Yeah, that looks good. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not going for perfection around here. We're just going for pretty. All right, so now I'm gonna take, again, a little bit of that black. We're gonna use this brush. I have been like wiping it off down here in case you couldn't tell. Just to get some of the glitter off. Not that it really matters too much because, you know, we're having fun. But I'm gonna take some of that black. I'm gonna look down a little bit. So it, I got a little bit better of an angle, and I'm just going to dust that underneath my eye. But I hope the weather is better where y'all are at right now. It has been raining for the past like 3 or 4 days. We had like beautiful days of like sunshine, and we were loving it. We were blowing, you know, putting out the pool that we got my son, or our son, you know, me and my husband. But yeah, we were like bringing out the pool. We was hanging out, we was grilling, and we was having a good old time. And then it just been raining for like this week. This whole week it had just been raining. And I saw the forecast. I was like, oh no. I was upset. I was like, I know we didn't get all this beautiful sunshine, and now for a week straight, damn near, it's finna rain. I was hurt. But we was having fun. All right. Like I said, this don't gotta be cute. You know, oh, good Jesus. Huh, hit my eyeball. It don't gotta be cute. But because we're gonna put like foundation and concealer on, so that's gonna help clean up all of this. Don't worry if at this point your makeup looks messy. It's kind of supposed to. It's not supposed to look perfect. Otherwise, you're spending way too much time trying to make it look perfect and not trying to just get it done. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna leave, well, obviously I'm gonna do the liner and all that. But yeah, I'm pretty much good with the eyeshadow. I'm gonna put some liner on the bottom lash line. And do I still have my black liner? I think I needed to get a new black liner, so I don't think I have a black liner. But I do have a dark brown liner, so I'm gonna use my dark brown liner. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. I know I shouldn't pull at my eye, but sue me. It gets the job done for me. Alright. I gotta get a new black liner. I need like a really intense black liner because I like it really dark. And the ColourPop one I had was good, but I think I want to try something different. So I think I've had the Urban Decay one before. So I worked at Ulta, so I tried like a lot of makeup. So I think I've had the Urban Decay one before. That was years ago. Makeup Forever, I think, is something I haven't tried, and I really do want to try some of Makeup Forever's products, so maybe I'll try them. But yeah, so we've got some dark brown. It's not as black as I want it to be, but I don't have anything black anymore. So yeah, I need to buy a black because I don't have any black. Everything's a dark brown that I have right now, because those are really like the two liners that I normally put on my lash line. I used to have all the colors, but I gave them to my niece because I was like, I'm barely using these liners anyway. You might as well take them. So, you know, I'm a giving person. I don't hoard my makeup. I pretty much give out whatever I want. Like if I'm like, oh, I'm like barely wearing this, I'm like, here, take it, because it's just sitting and people love me for it. So I am going to go ahead and go in with my Suva Beauty liner palette, and this is the UV Brights palette. And so I'm going to take the UV Bright color in Smoosh right here, this pink, and we're going to do a hot pink liner on my eye. And then I'm going to do I might do a black line on top of it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna see how I like just the hot pink by itself, and then I might or may not add like a black underneath it, because I kind of do like that contrast of like a colorful liner and then having like that little bit of black kind of outlined with it. So we'll see. I'm going to spritz, you shouldn't do this, but I do. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz right in the pan, and I'm just gonna swirl my brush in, and clearly my brush was dirty. Ew, it had another color in it. Now it's making the pink all funky. Okay, mix, 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 mix. All right, let's get this pink on the eye. And I love these Suva Beauty liners. I have all of the liner palettes. I was so happy when she came out with liner palettes because I wanted to try her stuff, but I honestly did not want to get individual liners because I had something like that from ColourPop and I just never used them. I had like the, I bought the Vault when like they went on sale. So I got the eyeliner vault of like the pencil eyeliners, which was really nice, and I actually like did use them. But I got the vault of like the pot ones, and I barely used those. Like I barely used those pots at all, and so I felt like it was such a waste, and some of them dried out and stuff like that, so it just felt like a real big waste. So I was like, well, I don't want to buy the Suva Beauty pots because I'm probably not gonna like, you know, like individual liners are probably not gonna go through them as much or something like that. So when I saw that she had these, I was like, yes, this was made for me. This is my time to shine. Okay, so I'm doing a thick line because, you know, I love me a thick ass line of mascara, Lord Jesus, of liner. I like my liner to be really, really big and bold. Even if I'm doing black, it's usually pretty big. Unless like I don't want to cover up too much of my look, depending on what the look is. But I think, yeah, I think I will add, just to add some depth back into the eye, I think I will add a black line at the bottom. Just to add a little bit of darkness back. Since I don't have like a really dark liner on the bottom, it's kind of losing that depth for me with the pink. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll do black there, and then that should really bring the look together. So I'm just gonna do the other eye with the liner. Spritz and mix, 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 mix. Okay. And there we go. I really want to get her opaques. She's got a UV opaque, which is like a clear UV opaque. So you could do cool looks and it technically is invisible until you're under a UV light. And I like, oh my God, I so want to do like a cool makeup look with that, and then have like a reveal where there's like parts of it that are, you know, UV and stuff. I think that would be so cool. So that's the next thing I want to get from Suva is those opaques. These liner palettes are amazing. Like I said, I have all the liner palettes. Oh no, I take that back. I need to get her like space, the metallic liner one. Oh my God, I need that. So yeah, I need the opaques and I need that space metallic liner palette, because the metallic liner, I was like, yes, oh my gosh, that's like literally the only other thing she could have added that would have like made her palettes even better was that, and she did, and I'm so excited. All right, that looks good to me. They don't gotta be perfect, like I said. I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch of time nitpicking over eyeliner. So let's see. So I'm just trying to get it off of my lashes as much as possible. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So we're good on that. Now I'm gonna take my black liner, and this is just my LA Colors liquid liner. You can get it at Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. It's really cheap. and I love it. It's one of my favorite brush tip liners. Because I don't like the, and it's like a real brush. It's not like a, kind of like the Suva Beauty liner brush. It's not like a felt tip, which I do not like for eyeliner. I do not like a felt tip. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna take that. Sorry if you see me looking down and stuff like that a lot. I'm looking at the monitor for my son because he's taking his nap right now. So I'm checking to see if he's gonna start, you know, come busting in here or not. So right now we're just gonna take the black liner and we're gonna do a nice little, hopefully slim strip across my eye. Sometimes I say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do a little liner and it ends up being like massive. This is the hard part, trying not to like mess up the liner you already did when you're adding all the color. And my lashes are like getting in the way too. So I'm getting like liner all on my hands. So excuse if you see some black on my fingers. It's me trying to wipe off my lashes so they don't like mess up the look. I said, don't worry about the edge because we're gonna clean all that up with like concealer and stuff. So I don't even worry. I can even like clean it up with a wet wipe real quick. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay. That's good because like I said, I'm gonna be putting on lashes too, so it doesn't need to be a perfect black line, but I at least wanted it to be kind of like noticeable that, you know, we added like a nice little black to it. Okay, there we go. Now we get to do the same thing on the other eye. Yay, fun. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna wipe off my hand and stuff. And I'll clean up that eye too. My hand's got this black all over it. I'm wiping off my lashes and I don't wanna smudge it all over the place. All right, now I'm just gonna clean up. I hate the face I'm making. Okay. And just a little bit around here. Okay. And now I'll do the same for this eye once I get done. But now you can see it's a little bit more crisp. And once we put the lash on, it'll be really nice. Let me just shake the bottle up real good. And then we'll get to this eye. Hopefully this one's a little easier and quicker. We'll see. all over my lashes, but that's okay. We're gonna fix that. All right. So now I'm just gonna finish the liner. Like that. Oh, cool, that looks good to me. Let me just get this off of my lash before it messes up everything. Okay. Wipe off my hands. And we're just gonna clean it up. All right. Cool. So now we have that done. I'm gonna put a little bit back onto the bottom lash line because I kind of, where's my little brush? Nah, whatever. I'll just use whatever brush. But yeah, I kind of wiped off a little bit of that too. So I'm just gonna put a little bit back in that corner. There we go. All right. Okay, that's good. Now we can do the foundation. Let's see. Ooh, Lord. Yeah, so we'll do the foundation and then I'll finish the eyes with like the mascara and the lashes and all that. But I do usually finish my face. So I think I'm gonna use my camo cream from e.l.f. Because I think this, I have been out in the sun, so this might match me a little bit better than my other foundations. We'll see. This is a little too dark, but it's in the color tan, so I think I'll be fine. It looks a little dark. Looks a little dark. Let me. Okay. Let me just mix in a little bit of my concealer with it because it does look a little dark. At least for me, it does. I don't know. It may not have been, but just sitting here looking at it, it'll look a little dark. That look a little better. Okay. So now we're just going to put that on. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And I'm applying this with the e.l.f. buffing foundation brush, which I really, really like. It's a really nice, smooth brush. Oh, feels like something in my eye. So I'm literally just smoothing it on. Ooh. I don't need a lot. I just took a pump of the camo cream, CC cream. I took a pump of that, and then I just took a little bit from my concealer and did that, so that'll add a nice kind of like mattifying texture to my face. And that's all I need. Take a little bit down my neck, but I don't use a whole lot of foundation. I use just enough, sorry if I'm blocking the camera, but I just use just enough to give me the coverage I want, but not so much to like really, do too much to my face, I guess. Not that like I see anything wrong with wearing a whole bunch of foundation. I just personally don't need it, so I don't feel like I should just cake it on or just apply a whole bunch of layers just because. I think if I don't really want to and I don't really feel like I need to, then I'll just wear how much I want. Not try to do like the contouring and all that just because that's what a lot of people do. But I personally don't feel like I really wanted all that. So I'll put a little bit of concealer underneath my eye. Take the same concealer, that same camo concealer, 16-hour camo concealer. We're just gonna take a couple little dots. And yeah, I really only do concealer underneath my eye. I don't really take it anywhere else, but I do use my foundation brush to pat it in because I like the way it mixes with the foundation on the brush that's already there and kind of like adds it into there so it has more of a natural look for me. It still like brightens under my eye, but it's not so much like it's brightening because I put like a really light concealer. It's almost like it's just kind of naturally that way, at least for me. That's how I see it. You can have your own opinions. That's why we're human. We all have our own thoughts and opinions. You ain't gotta follow what I'm doing. I'm just giving tips. All right. So now we got that. We're looking good. Let me admire myself in the mirror. But yeah, so we got that on. We're looking good. I'm gonna go ahead now and take the lash glue so I can get my lashes ready, and I'm gonna take my mascara so I can pop on some mascara real quick. Oh, I forgot to set my I forgot to put on a primer. You don't have to put on a primer, but I normally do use the Power Grip primer by e.l.f. It is an amazing primer. As you can see, I have used quite a bit of it. I really like this primer. It's my favorite one. It really helps your makeup stay and stick, and it's way cheaper than the Melt one. Not Melt, Milk, sorry, the other M. The Milk Cosmetics one is way cheaper than that. It's like $8, I think. So yeah, and they have a new one now that's got salicylic acid in it or something. They got a new Power Grip primer that came out, and I was like, e.l.f. just makes you spend so much money. So yeah, I'm just gonna take, this is LA Colors. Again, I be buying stuff from Dollar Tree, from Sephora, from Ulta. I have no shame in my game. From Shein. If I like what it is, I will buy it from wherever. But this is just a cheap little volume lash mascara. I bought this because I like this kind of brush that it has. A lot of mascaras, even like the expensive ones, have the plastic bristles, and I hate those. I like the ones that like kind of feel like a hairbrush. So yeah, I don't really need it to be like super black volumizing. I just needed to give me the mascara on my bottom lashes and on my top, because I usually have on falsies anyway. So it's not really like I need the lashes to be popping. And for my bottom lashes, I just need a little darkness. I don't even need them to be like super thick, voluminous. I just need them to be a little dark. Have a little bit of color on them. And that is about it. As long as they got a black, we good. Because I've used like Lancome, I've used Dior because I used to work for Dior. I've used Dior, and they didn't seem all that different to me, honestly, when I was using them. It didn't seem like, oh, this is so much better than other stuff I've used. No. Their stuff is nice though. I did like Dior stuff. I really enjoy their stuff. I actually because I worked for Dior, it kind of got me interested in the brand, so I ended up like following their Instagram, and I really like how they showcase how they make stuff and like the attention to detail that goes into how their process is, and how they kind of explain the process of like them making their jewelry or their purses and like their fashion shows and things like that. Seeing that is just amazing. And even when I was working there, like when we would go to meetings and like trainings and stuff like that, they would explain the process of the makeup and why certain things have like certain embossing on it, what the embossing means, why it's that way, what Miss Dior represents, all that. So it is really cool to see a brand like really have like things in place that create the brand, and it's not just a brand. But yeah, so now let's see. Oh, my battery is low. Well, it's just gonna have to be low. Whoops-a-doodle. Okay. We're gonna hurry up. So yeah, we're almost done basically. I'm going to finish my face, and then I'll come back and do my like eyes and lips and all that for you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face. I forgot to take out my bronzer and highlighter, so give me a second. Okay, here's my highlighter, and then here's my bronzer. All right, so for bronzer, I have this e.l.f. dual highlighter bronzer, but I don't like the highlighter because it's not smooth, so I like the bronzer. I really do like the bronzer, and it's in the shade Coconut. So I just take my e.l.f. bronzing brush, I think this is, or big fluffy ass brush. This brush, complexion brush. Lord Jesus, I ain't called it nothing but its name. So I just take that, and then I use my bronzer as people would a contour, because I like having my bronzer, for at least my face, like my contour kind of being warm. At least on me, I feel like it looks nice. It like still accentuates my face and my cheeks and all that, but like in a nice warm way that I feel like complements my skin tone and like my face and all that. I know some people do that with blush. Like some people don't even use bronzer or like contour. They'll kind of achieve the same look with just applying blush in a certain place on their face. Like kind of like how I am with the bronzer. Like they'll apply their blush like this, and it gives them more like height and depth to their face than it would otherwise. So it's all about what works for you. You know, this may not work for you doing bronzer like this, or even blush like this, or whatever. It may only work for some people. You gotta really try and see what works for your face. And for highlight, I'm gonna use my pumpkin spice highlighter from Baby Bat Beauty. This brand is amazing. I have a lot of their stuff. Most of my liquid lipsticks are Baby Bat Beauty brand, but it's this gorgeous golden highlighter. It's one of my favorite highlighters when I just wanna have a color and I don't need it to be like I have a green one, I have a pink one. So I have like those weird colors, but when I wanna, you know, just have a nice pretty highlighter, this pumpkin spice one is chef's kiss. It just gives you like, oh, sorry, there's a little something in my eye. I think we're good. But it just gives you the most beautiful golden glow. And on my cheeks, I'd like to go like really in with this because I like to have it blend in with my bronzer, especially this color. Other colors, I may not go as hard like on my cheeks with it, but this color, because it's such a pretty golden, like bronze color, I like to go in a little bit. Give me that nice glow. I put a little bit on my nose. And I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Well, not a little bit. I wanted to show, so I put a decent amount. And then that's it for that. And then next, I do my lashes. I'm gonna do those off camera because I have to wait for the lash glue to dry and all that. So I'm gonna do the lashes off camera, and then I'll come back and I'll show you back. I actually wanted to add like crystals to my face. I completely forgot about that. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do the lips. The lips is really just a nude lip, so who cares? Actually, we'll just throw that on right now. And then we'll do the crystals. I forgot I wanted to add like some sparkle to my face for this. You know, I went ahead and threw on a little nice little shirt or whatever, nice little necklace. I'm not actually going anywhere, guys. Sorry. Hate to burst your bubble, but like 90% of the time we do these videos, we're not actually going anywhere. It's just to do the video, and then we're gonna walk around our house with this on and then take it off. But yeah, so I'm just gonna add this. This is a Japanesque. Yeah, Japanesque. It's an old brand. I don't think they carry this in Ulta anymore. I think they took it out of the Ulta I was working in, and this was years ago. So yeah, I'm sure you can still find Japanesque, but like a lot of their stuff was going on sale and was like, you know, discontinued and stuff. But it is my favorite fucking nude lipstick ever. I think I like bought this in a like setting spray or something like that they had. And then they went out of, then like they were being discontinued in Ulta, and I was like, oh great. Just great. I found like a really nice brand and they're being discontinued. Great. Thanks, Ulta. Okay. See what I say? It's like such a pretty nude, and you just need a little bit, and you just kind of pat it in, and it just mats down to like the perfect fucking nude. And how dare they get rid of this brand? Like, I couldn't even, I think maybe it was like just this one lipstick left too, like this nude lipstick, so I couldn't even like stock up on it. So I only had this one, and I'm sure by now I should have gotten rid of it, but like, fuck it, I'm keeping it, because no, this nude is like made for my face. It's, I love it. I'm so hurt that I probably would have to pay an arm and a leg just to find another one, because it's probably expensive, because it's not like in stock probably most places, so it probably cost me an arm and a leg just to get another one, far more than I spent on it, because I bought it when it was on sale anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna add, I have some just crystals for your nails and stuff like that, and so I'm just gonna pop open a couple of the sizes, and then we're just gonna put some on my face. And then maybe I'll pop open one of these bigger sizes. Okay. Actually, first let me dot my face with the lash glue so I can have it kind of drying by the time I get to them. We'll put one here. I'm just gonna kind of like randomly do these. I don't really want them to be in like a pattern or anything. I'm just kind of trying to make myself sparkle a little, you know. I don't know if I want to put one by my nose. Actually, I put some on the inner corner. I will do that. Didn't need to put that much glue, but fuck it. Okay, and then maybe one here. I know I put some here. I'm just putting a little bit more glue there so it has something better to stick to. Make sure it's gonna be nice and sticky. And I'll see how that looks. And maybe I'll add a couple more dots. So for the inner corner, I'm not sure what size I'll go for. I'm just gonna kind of, come on now, start trying to pick them up. Stupid little thing won't pick them up. There we go. There. Cool. But come on now. Stick to the damn thing. Okay. One right there. Come on. That's what it's always the ones you don't want it to stick to that it sticks to. And the ones that are like all upside down and stuff. Just make one up. Just a little thing. There we go. Okay. And then I got one on the corner. I'll do another tiny one. I think I'm gonna do the medium ones for the inner corner. Okay, and then mediums. No, I think I'm gonna do the small. I think I'm gonna do the small ones. I feel like if I do the medium ones, I might like regret it. But yeah, the small ones are perfect. It's just enough sparkle on them. Okay, yeah, that's cute. I like that. Yeah, I think that's cute. I think I'm gonna just leave it there. I don't want it to be like super sparkle, but I just did want to add a little bit of extra oomph to the look, and I forgot about that. I did want to add that. So here we are at the finished look with our nice little sparkles on our face. I really like this. Oh, I forgot to set my face, which I should have done before I did the lashes and all that, but it's fine. They'll be fine. This is the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. It's got hyaluronic acid and oat acid. Oh, and hyaluronic acid and oat. Sorry. Here's no oat acid. But yeah, I'm just gonna spray that on my face and then let it dry. Okay. Kind of brings everything all together. In my opinion, it helps kind of like mesh it all together for me. I thought I had a fan. I guess I don't. I thought I had a little hand fan. But yeah, see, it just adds a nice little like glow. I feel like it melds everything together when I do that. So I like using it. I kind of got my shirt a little wet. That's fine. But yeah, I think this is a really, really pretty look. I really like this. It's simple but fun. Like I said, we didn't do too many colors, but it's a really fun look. And I think this is something easy that you could just throw on and just go about your day and have a great time. And I don't think it would be like, you know, too much. This is good. Maybe if you're not as adventurous, I'm sorry, I keep like looking behind at the mirror that's behind my camera. But if you're not super adventurous, you could just do this without the pink liner. Maybe you could do a brown liner or like a dark green, something that's not so bold that still gives you that same fun flair. Like there's I can't grab it easily right now, but there is a dark brown and a dark green in the grunge, UV grunge palette that Suva has. That's really, really pretty, that I really like. There is also a like green white color that's in that grunge palette that is amazing. I really like that. So if you want to do like a white liner, but you don't want it to be white, it's got like this greenish white tinge thing going on. I love that color. It's like a really, 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 really pale green, I guess is the better way to describe it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do not like your lips to be matte, you can always add a nice gloss. I do like having a gloss sometimes. I'm trying to find my gloss as I say this. I thought it would be easy to find, but it's apparently not. I have the Juvia's Place, excuse it being chewed on because my child chews on things. But I have the Juvia's Place Nubian Glow Lip Balms, and I absolutely love the scent of these. Oh my god. I have the mango and was it mango and papaya? Whatever came with the warmer palette. I got those. And I absolutely love the feel of the gloss. I love the smell of the gloss. I love how it like looks on the lips. Like look how it just kind of like enhance that, you know? It's beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because little man, I keep like looking at the camera because I'm sure he's gonna get up soon. And I'm gonna get me some food, and I will talk to you all in my next video.